Fa la 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 la. Hello, welcome to Holiday Horrors. We're your hosts, Peyton Vines.
And I'm Meghan Keough, and welcome to the podcast where we only talk about the worst parts about the holidays. I know that the holidays are supposed to be merry and bright, but honestly, a lot of the time, the holidays are just the worst. Peyton, can you describe to me just the typical redneck family holiday?
Well, we start by cooking a bunch of food and everyone comes over to eat, but people start drinking really early in the day. And by the time we're playing hearts sitting around the table, everyone's drunk, yelling at each other, getting mad. Sometimes people will just leave, come back a couple hours later, even drunker. Grandma, you don't know where Grandma is because she's just left again. She's gone, you can't find her. It doesn't really matter because the family just never stays together. It's not fun anymore. The holidays aren't happy or joyful. There's certain topics you're not supposed to address during the holidays, and he always manages to bring up those topics that you really shouldn't. Politics, a huge topic you're not supposed to talk about with your family. And let's just say they don't get along very well.
That sounds like a wonderful time.
No, it's horrible. It's genuinely terrible.
You know, I'm just having one of those days where everybody else is merry and bright and cheerful, and they're like, oh, it's almost Thanksgiving. But you know what? I don't even want to focus on that, and I'm just so mad right now. You know?
Do you want to explain why you're mad?
As my present for the holidays, you know what I would like? I would just love a little bit of peace in a gift bag and maybe some quiet in a box wrapped up with elf wrapping paper, and maybe, just maybe, we could have a year in which nobody gets mad. But you know what? That's not even the point anymore, Peyton, okay? Everyone gets so wrapped up in, oh, it's the holidays, but you know what? As soon as you lead up to the I think I'm cursed. It's honestly a curse. It really is. Because as soon as you lead up to the holidays, it just gets progressively more and more of a train wreck, okay? It's like your car gets stolen. Sucks for you. It's like, my car's never gotten stolen, but you want to bet? You want to put money on that?
Tonight it's going to be stolen. Your car is going to be stolen. But why is that? Because you always have crappy holidays.
I do. I'm cursed.
Can you explain one of those crappy holidays that I've heard so much about?
You know what? Oh man, I remember, I could tell you how I found out that, close your ears if you're young, Santa isn't real.
Santa isn't real?
I'm so sorry.
I'm just kidding. It's okay. I already knew that.
I could tell you how I found out Santa wasn't real.
Please do.
So basically, it started out with an argument, as always, as it always does in this world of ours, you know what I mean?
That's actually fairly accurate.
And my dad was in the car, and he was talking to my brother about spending too much time on his laptop or something. He goes, I bought you that laptop. And then I pipe in, and I go, but Dad, Santa bought that for Malcolm. And he got so white in the face, because I've been suspecting it for a while. Believe me, I knew that handwriting was so familiar. Are you kidding me? I knew that wrapping paper came from our wrapping craft closet, okay?
Well, see, my parents were smart about that. They had my aunt write the tags, or they used someone else's wrapping paper. And if they did use the same wrapping paper as what we were using for our presents, to wrap our presents to give to other people, they would just say, oh, Santa let us borrow his this year, or we wrapped it for him because he didn't have time to. He had to get to all the other children. So they had excuses so that I would keep on believing that Santa was real.
I'm so glad that they thought that through for you. Really. I couldn't be more overjoyed, Peyton. I really couldn't. Happy holidays, folks. Let's move on to our next segment featuring another horror story.
I'm Alex McNamee, and I'm here to tell you about my worst holiday ever. So, every year on the 4th of July, something always seems to go wrong. One year, a firework ticked over and almost blew up the neighbor's car. The next year, our car broke down 4 miles from the house, and we were forced to walk home in the rain. The year after that, I jumped into the pool, and I sprained my ankle. And then the year after that, my mom ran into a door, busted her head open, and had to go to the hospital to get staples. So, 4th of July has never really been my favorite holiday.
Fa la 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 la.